said, her spirit is abundant. The Lord is on her side and them better days are coming. I'm on a righteous path, face my fears, ain't no running. Been through obstacles, but my past really nothing. Blessed to have a mother that was strong when I wasn't. Her guidance brought me closer to the Father than no other. Hope you love yours, cause it's beauty in the woman. The beauty of a baby getting strength from her stomach. Melanated skin, you were chosen as a goddess. It's really something special about the daughters of Mount Zion. I see the tree of life in a natural black fro, like she could rule the world with the essence of a soul. Wisdom is a woman, please don't let me lose control. Balance on my actions, always keep my spirit whole. Ambition of a lamb, but I'll never be a martyr. I'll only speak the truth, put the candle to the fire. Hold up, secret recipe, I was made in God's image. Like we all kings and queens, I'ma shine when I finish. I wasn't perfect then, but I'm coming back reloaded. They tryna cop my style, cause they see I got that motion. Haters gon' hate when you flowing like the ocean. Auntie told me rise, only focus on the moment. You gotta keep it real, it don't matter if they notice. I higher got your back, and I promise that you chosen. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 3. If you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay. I am so excited because today is what we're the icing on the cake for what we are learning, guys. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to invite people because one thing I was doing was testing out new software for people to know how they can better stream online, and that's what I help my clients do. So let me introduce myself. I'm Liza Supreme, the brand innovator, and I help coaches and consultants create elite coaching programs centered around the things that they love, expertise, and knowledge. Guys, I don't know what this is on my shoulder. I just had my baby, so if you can just excuse that. We know how children do, right? I got a little 1-year-old, so I don't know what she just got on my sweater. But anyway, welcome. Tell us who you are, where you're from. Drop it in the comments, right? You can find us over in the Abundant Woman Empire on Facebook group. This is my YouTube channel. I don't really use it. I used to use it for just testimonials, but now with all the again streaming issues, I think I'm going to be over here a little bit more, which is cool to give me a chance to elevate my YouTube channel, right? So go ahead and subscribe, like, whatever, comment. You know what they say, right? Today, guys, we also have a special guest, Miss Sheila. She's from Canada, so she has taken time. It's 7 p.m. on the East Coast. She's over in Canada, 4 p.m., and I'm just so grateful for her to be here because tonight we're going to discuss how to really, really get what you want, guys. We're going to diminish all disbelief and believing that we can't obtain and have what we want when we can really have whatever it is that we want when we focus and we do the little activities that we started doing on Sunday. On Sunday, we said that we were going to let go of some things, right? I said that I'm going to stop complaining. And when I put it out there in the atmosphere, I can remember that I said I was going to stop complaining, and I did my best to not complain yesterday or today, and I'm going to remember that, and I'm not going to complain, right? And some of you said that you're going to not walk in fear. You're going to stop procrastinating. A lot of you were interactive, and I thank you for that. Let's see who's commenting out there. We got somebody from Richmond, Virginia. Thank you for being here, doll, right? So let's go ahead and get started with a few of the tips that I wanted to talk about tonight before Miss Sheila comes on. And I want to make this fast because what she has is the key to changing patterns, changing habits, bringing everything in full alignment, right? We talked about the goals, the images being the goals, right? Once you have the goals, then you create affirmations and prayers that align with the goals, right? But now we got to do some serious internal and external work that's going to really, really amplify where it is that we're trying to go, right? Okay, so yesterday, I remember I kind of left and I was like, did I leave something out? Oh my goodness, I did. Right? So we're going to use that for today. And that topic being fasting, guys, right? If you really want to um let's see, I'm big with productivity and I love to figure out how to get things faster, get things done faster. If you want to amplify your manifestations, your prayers, those things that you want, fasting is the cure for all things, guys. Now, I, like I said yesterday, it doesn't matter what faith you're in, what religion you're in, every single one of them, every friend that I've had in some form of religion, going to art school, we had all different types of cultures of people there. But I can tell you that every single person, whatever they believe, their families would go through seasons of fasting and praying. Yes, somebody said fasting is very powerful. But I want you to think of it a little bit different today because sometimes we tell ourselves, "Oh, that's too hard." Uh-oh. And we don't get it done, right? We don't get it done. Fasting is purging. Fasting is cleaning. We know fasting to be to stop eating certain things, right? But some of us will do it from like sun up to sundown. No, we really need to devote a day or a few days or weeks to not eating food, okay? Because from a Christian perspective, when we talk about spirits trying to inhabit the body or illnesses or sicknesses, right? They'll try to attack your body. And what happens is with food, you suppress that spirit within you. That's what I believe, right? But I'm sure it's multiple beliefs centered around why you should not eat when you're fasting. Okay, you want to get you some good clean water, and if you have to drink that water and fill that body with the oxygen that it needs, right? Okay, so I want to hurry up here because I really want SHEILA to come on, guys, because she's the key to really changing the patterns, the bad habits that we have. Okay, um, so I talked about sacrifice yesterday. The food is going to be the sacrifice here to get what you want. We're going to sacrifice the food. I know people were like, what is she talking about, sacrifice? You're going to sacrifice some food. Like Coach Ivy said yesterday, she would sacrifice her mornings of staying in bed just so she could get up and get a peace of mind. What we need to do is we need to sacrifice some food. If you can start with 24 hours, great. You did something toward your goal, okay? And when you do that, you want to have a humble spirit and you want to pray your affirmations, remember? Right? So it's not that far fetched. Now that you have your affirmations lined up, it's going to be so easy. You got the goal. Now you need to fast. And when they say fast and pray, you're praying those affirmations that relate to that goal. And now you're going to remember, I'm trying to get to this goal. And it's going to make fasting easier. How cool is that, right? Okay, so we want to sustain and refrain from the food. We want to be humble. We want to ask God to show us what we need to um, not only let go of, but we want to, during that time, ask for revelation for the will for your life, your purpose. Get some clarity, right? Um, so I know some people feel like, oh, we're not supposed to know the end result. No, no, that is just some form of oppression that I don't even know why it exists. But if you are a spiritual being on this earth with all these tools that were created by the Most High or whatever you believe, then why can't you ask God for help? Okay, so you'll know that your spirit is under attack while you're fasting when you just become so freaking hungry, right? And I want you to nudge that curve, hop over that curve, by saying those affirmations. That's when that prayer has to really, really come in. Those affirmations. Anytime you feel really, really hungry, that's that spirit or those things that you were holding on to trying to come out, or they want to stay with you, is what it is. And if you feed it, it suppresses it and you hold on to it. That's what I believe. And I hope this is making the concept a little bit easier for someone to understand, if that makes sense. Okay. So let's keep going. We're gonna pray, we're gonna ask God. Okay, so now we're right where we need to be. I'm gonna bring up Miss Sheila to the stage, right? Because
Hi.
hey, yes,
Hey.
the key to all of this is changing patterns, changing
Yes,
the paradigm, changing the habits, right? Whatever word resonates with you, it's all the same. And Miss Sheila, please introduce yourself and tell us how we're going to overcome.
okay. My name is Sheila RAADSHEILDERS. My company is called Rad Crystals. And for me, we are all beings of light. Okay. That's where we start. We are all one big, massive energy. Okay. And it all actually comes from the strength of the sun. Okay. Way back in the day, ancient man understood that you can heal yourself with the sun. They didn't understand why, they just knew it worked. Okay. So if we move forward to, I believe it's like 1682, Sir Isaac Newton held up a crystal to the sun and realized that there were prisms there. And it actually corresponds to the colors of the rainbow. So it's the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the indigo, and the violet. That's how we got the colors of the rainbow, believe
I'm
it or not.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because in the Bible it talks about how we were given a symbol that of grace, that for people who believe in Christianity, of the rainbow as a symbol that God wouldn't flood the world again, right? Have
Absolutely.
you heard that before?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And
I'm
and
glad you
since
mentioned it.
yeah. So the rainbow, which is actually in every one of us, it's actually in our pets, it's in our plants, it's everywhere, because we are all energy. It's just our skin that covers it. Otherwise, we would burn each other's retinas out. I mean, really, okay? So, and then when we look at Sir Isaac Newton and he gave us the color scheme, if we move forward to 1903, a medical researcher in Scandinavia actually won a Nobel Prize for mapping out the organs of our body through our reflex zones to the different colors that are actually the chakra zones that were depicted from the Hindu religion 3,000 years ago. And a chakra is just really a wheel of energy. Okay. So we have 7 main wheels of energy in our bodies. We have the red root, which is actually at the very start of our bodies, at our spine level, at the end of our spine. And then right under our belly button, we have our sacral, which is our orange. And then we have our yellow, which is a solar plexus, which is like in the middle of our body, and it's the biggest chakra that we have. And then up in this area is our heart chakra, and it's green. Then we have our throat chakra, which is blue. Then we have our indigo chakra right here, which is our third eye, our brow. And then we have the crown, which is violet. So when we think of ourselves, we are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Every last one of us. And how we use that energy is what makes us different. Okay. So when we think about, we're just going to start at the bottom at red. If we think about red, red is actually our engine, it's our powerhouse, it's our furnace. If we don't feed it, the rest of us can't exist. So red is a super duper important color. Now our orange center just above it, that's our authentic self. That's our true self before people started laying on their stuff on us. Before your mother told you you had to be a nurse, your orange was in power. Okay. And then we move up to the yellow, the solar plexus, and that's our intelligence center, right? So people, it's not the brain, it's actually our solar plexus in our body. It's our gut level that actually teaches us what to do in this world, right? Yes. So, when you think about bullies and stuff, it's yellow. We're taught that in school, right? I like to wear yellow as a way to, this is my knowledge and I want to share with you. That's why I like yellow. Okay. And then we move up to our green, to our heart center. And most people like to think, oh, that's our feeling center. Yes, it is. But it is also our center of choice. We choose to love who we love. We choose to like apples over oranges. We choose the path that we're on. So that's all in the green area. And then our throat area here, this is our communication center. And there's one thing about blue. It can be cold or it can be warm. And that is something that a lot of chakra people don't teach you. They just say, blue is about talking, it's about speaking. Yes, it is. But it's also about, are you harsh with your words? Are you soft with your words? Do you swallow everything people say? Or do you just spurt out the first thing that comes out of your mind, out of your mouth, and you don't care who you hurt? Okay. Oh, yes. You have to be careful with blue. I find that blue in today's society is one of the ones that is the most maligned and manipulated out there. So blue is super important. Then we have the indigo, which is our third eye, and that's where you receive messages from other worlds. Okay, that's where you can hear messages from spirit, or you find a penny because you're looking at it, because it's all about this area in here where your sight is. So indigo, or the third eye, is all about your quote unquote sight. So it
Wow.
is your most spiritual point. Now, your crown up here, the violet, that's your connection space. Now, a lot of people, a lot of psychics will say that's your connection to spirit. And yes, it is. But it's also your connection to yourself, to your fellow man, to the planet, to everything. If you're just connected on just being spiritual, then you forget to pay your rent and then you can't figure out why you've been evicted. Okay, like seriously. Okay. So when we actually look at all the different colors and how they actually work, you can use that energy and that place to actually improve your life, to make things better. Like if you are always in the doing, if you are always in the red, right? You're just doing, and you can't stop. Then somewhere along the way, you lose your ability to see the sign that God or universe or source is putting in front of you, that your path needs to shift. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Oh, that is absolutely amazing.
absolutely. So I got into all this energy work because my daughter was, she has some mental health problems, and she was in the hospital, and they wanted to pump her full of drugs, right? And I said, no, there has to be a better way. So through time and the symbols that I was getting and the signs from universe, God, source I was getting, it shifted me over to the chakras, to color, to aura. And that led me to essential oils, herbs, clothes, decor. Everything about us reflects the energy that we're in, that we're using, and where we could be or should be, depending if you're lower rotated or overstimulated. Because if you're an overstimulated yellow, you're just a bully and want to pound everybody in the head. And that's not cool, right?
Wow. So what you just said actually makes me think that, people don't realize why they're acting a certain way, why they do
Absolutely.
certain things that they do a certain way. But just like that, information is available for you to understand yourself, right? And then you need
Absolutely.
to, and some people aren't quite humble enough to want to fix things that are just out of alignment. But we're actually here just to reveal that how to get in alignment, right, with
Absolutely.
things that we want, which is why we're here, mindset shifting, right? Get
Yeah.
in alignment with that. Align your prayers and affirmations with your goals. That's number two. And then how to amplify that thing so you can get it faster. Because, like I said, productivity
Yes.
is my my
Yeah.
key. And we know that you all like fast results, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it's funny because, well, for me, because of what I know, when people talk about mindset, they think I have to be in the indigos and the purples and the galaxy and woo, I got to do all that stuff. Actually, mindset is actually a yellow concept.
Right. I'm
Okay.
glad that
It,
you mentioned that.
yeah, it is actually in the lower chakra. It's actually in your body. Okay. So when you're always in your mind, you're never in your body. So there is a disconnect there.
Right.
Okay. But
And it brings us right back to what I said when we started
yeah,
with fasting and how you
yeah,
can really get in tune with whatever it is going on up here. It starts in the belly. You said that the
absolutely.
solar plexus is the gut. We have to stop feeding that gut with junk, you know,
Right.
to get what
Because,
we want.
because one of the great ways to access or activate an energy center is to eat that food when the time is right. So we'll just say that you know that you're lethargic and you're tired and you can't get out of bed and you're just like, what's wrong with me? If you cut out all the junk food, you cut out all the fast food, and you make good food that is red, like red beans, red cabbage, strawberries, watermelon, beets, all that stuff which is has high oxidant levels, it's got high oxygen, your body feels better and then it wants to do things, right? So just by honing in on one color, you can improve your energy level exponentially. And by that, I mean, like even leveling eat, like first we eat, say, strawberries, and then we add a red crystal in our purse or in our pocket. And then we use the red essential oils like liang liang, or even put cinnamon in your coffee. Now you have leveled up four vibrational or four frequency levels higher just by doing simple little things at home
And that's
for
crazy.
yourself.
What would you say? See, it keeps bringing me to. I feel so bad for people who are bound in their minds by religion and
Yes.
doctrine, and you know, this what you're saying is not evil. You haven't
No,
told me to hurt myself. You haven't told me to cut myself. You haven't told me
no.
to harm anyone else. So why would they think that this something is wrong with this, when it's really you saying eat these healthy foods?
Yeah. So what I'm going to say to that is God created these things for us. Mother Nature, God, universe, whoever color coded the food system for us. They color coded crystals for us. So let me put it to you this way. Our phones, our devices, everything all have a piece of quartz crystal in there. So why would
Right.
God, right? So God made these things for us to, and a clear crystal amplifies and transmits. So why would he create that if he didn't want us to use it?
Even in a car, they have what?
Yeah,
Did they say that platinum is in catalytic converters or
yeah,
something?
yeah.
I mean,
So when we think about what's out there and what is actually so close to us, well, remember whenever you were sick, grandma used to make dandelion tea or nettle tea. She would just go out in the neighborhood and find stuff and make herbal remedies for you. I
yes,
mean, talk, it's like we
yes,
lost that somewhere in the we lost that, I think, after the Second World War, right? Because then
yes.
everybody got into pills and being like everybody else, and so now we're back into the age of Aquarius, where energy is super important, but how we use it is even more important, because if we use it to manipulate, that's wrong.
Absolutely.
If we use it to hurt somebody, that's wrong. Now, I
Right.
was born and raised a Roman Catholic.
Okay.
Okay. My husband is still Roman Catholic. We go to church. Okay. Now, how the other congregation feel about me and my blue hair is not my concern.
Okay.
Yeah. My concern is the people that approach me. I show them love, compassion, generosity, and what I know. If I can help them, I will.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If somebody is feeling so depressed and so sad that they just can't function, my question to you then is, if you know your that's your indigo center, if you know your indigo center is over vigilant, then why are you not working in your green center, in your place of peace and harmony, in your place of choice? Right? So, and to do that is very simple. Why don't you just wear a green dress and let your eyes look at that green dress every time you move? Because the human body over the millennia has transformed itself, so whatever we look at, whatever we smell, whatever we touch is an automatic response. That's why essential oils are so popular now, because whatever we smell, it brings out something in the brain, and our brain automatically goes to that energy center, and then all of a sudden we're there.
Absolutely. We won't be that long tonight, guys, but this is the most important. Remember, you have your affirmations that align with your goals if you're just tuning in. And what you need to do now is set aside time to fast and clear the gut, clear the solar plexus so that then you can start to hear and see and get clarity on where you're trying to go. Some of you don't even know where you want to go. This is why this is
Right.
really important for you, because if you don't cleanse yourself inside and out, take a beautiful bath. And when I say clean, and when I say fast, I'm talking about clean the house, clean the yard,
Yes.
because you don't want to track what's outside inside, right? And it
Exactly.
and you know, I'm not gonna say that I haven't been down and out before, because I can pinpoint times where I probably didn't want to clean up, right? But when I know that that's a spirit trying to attack me, it's time to clean up. It's time to clean the house. Okay. And your body is your house as well. Clean the inside and the outside. When you clean the inside, all those impurities that are showing on the outside start to fade away too, right? Bumps and dull skin and dry skin, you know. And then there are foods that, like Miss Sheila said, that we can eat for all of that as well, right? So when
Absolutely.
so when we come, first of all, during our fast, what are some things that you have? Because you tell them that she has a store, guys, where you can
Yes.
get things to help you,
Right.
right?
So
Tell us
I'm just
about that.
Okay, so I'm just going to show you one here. This is my vibrational spray. It's called Flora and Fauna. It's actually made for the Green Heart Center, but the Green Heart Center is all about peace and harmony. So if you live in chaos and anarchy, then having a spray like this that you can spray around yourself or your car or your bathroom. Like, I would always recommend that you use some kind of essential oil in your bathroom to clear it out. Because believe it or not, your bathroom holds the most energy
Mm,
because you're purging all the time. And if you don't, how do I say it, clear it off properly, you it stays in the bathroom because it is the smallest room in the house for most of us,
mm,
right? So, and so many people use it.
wow.
So my husband uses it, my son uses it. If he comes home in a cranky mood and he puts his energy all over the bathroom, if I want to take a cleansing bath, I put this in my diffuser.
Right.
I do, because these are all the tricks of the trade, right? These
Yeah.
are all the little things, like, like I have this one here, my Zen Buddha, right? This is lavender and orange to calm the mind and get back in the body so you can actually function, right? Because if you're
Wow.
always in the mind, you're never accomplishing anything because it stays in the head.
It stays in the head.
It stays in the head. You got to bring it down, and you have to use the orange, the red, and the yellow. Okay, so let's think about the energy centers this way. The yellow, the orange, and the red are your Captain Kirk. Okay,
Okay.
you're fighting it, you're having sex with it, you're drinking it, you're eating it. Woo, I'm going to make it happen, right?
Uh-huh.
And then your blue, your indigo, and your crown is more your Captain Picard. He thinks about it, he strategizes, and then he goes, number one, make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we think of the heart space as the neutral zone. Okay. So what are you going to pick? Are you always going to be in your head, or are you going to do stuff? Are you going to be Captain Picard or Captain Kirk? Now, in today's society right now, Captain Kirk needs to come out more. We need more doers. We don't need more people thinking of a way to manipulate others, or we're going to use this, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. No, why don't we get in our bodies? Why don't we start gardening? Why don't we start helping out our fellow man? Right? That's a big one. How many of us help our neighbors? Like I just went to the Okanagan to help a 97-year-old woman take down her storm shutters. Do you know? I mean, I had a 5-hour drive just to get there. Okay. But
What?
oh yeah. Yeah. Well, she's the mother of my very good friend.
Wow.
And she needs help.
Yeah.
Right? She needs help. If your other people around you are not going to do it, somebody has to step up.
Absolutely.
Right? And by doing that work, by helping somebody else, it does improve my spirituality. Right? Because when you are of service,
yes,
that is the best. Right?
Yeah.
That is,
Absolutely.
as you know, service is everything.
I believe that, and in order to lead, you have to first know how to serve, correct?
Yeah.
That's what I believe. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Right? So,
Uh-huh.
and I was just going to say, even something as simple as the clothes you are wearing changes your energy patterns.
Changes your mood. You're so right.
Yes, absolutely. Like your favorite color says a lot about you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
my favorite
Interesting.
color is yellow. So I am not surprised. I am a yellow personality, right?
Yeah.
Because I am an aura specialist. I
Uh-huh.
have a machine that can read people's auras. I am a medium. I just have to think about you and pull you in, right?
Uh-huh.
So I can pull people back from the other side. I can do so many things because I believe we are all 100% energy, right? So
Absolutely.
so it's always funny when I meet people for the first time because they're like, well, look at me. I'm Russian, I'm German, I'm this, I'm that. I don't care. The color of your skin and whether you're tall or short means nothing to me. All I know is that when I met you, your blue energy was so off that you're actually a butthead and I can't be around you. You know what I'm saying, right? So
Absolutely.
so
Someone
when
said, someone says, that's my aunt. Color psychology is an interest of. Yeah, she is now a doctor. She'll be finishing up soon, and she loves psychology and she loves color. She's an art girl. Thank you for that, Taji. Sheila Taji is wonderful. I'm so happy I met her through another coaching program that I was in. She's all the way from Canada, guys. And we're here today because when you align yourself
yeah.
with what it is that you want, the answers come from people as well. Some of the answers that you're seeking, they have to come from a deity, not a deity or an energy. And people are here with the answers that we need. So if your goal was to get a job at so and so place and you put the work in, You may meet someone who helps you with resumes and they get you the top-notch resume, or they know someone who can let you in the door over here and get this job, and you didn't even have to go through all the hoops that other people went through. If that is correct. Taji says that is so awesome. Yes, Miss Sheila is amazing.
Thank you. Well,
Yes.
I do live the chakra rainbow life. It is my lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's part of what I do every day. Everything from what color, because I work in a law office, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
have to be sedate. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But if I know that a certain client is going to be a real pain in my butt, I would wear a certain color underwear to sort of like, I know, yeah, I know that I am wearing the green peaceful underwear. So I know that my internal energy is peaceful, right?
Wow.
I know that for my lunch, it will be mostly all green things. So,
Wow.
there's a salad bar near where I work. So I go there and I would pick out just green food, lettuce and broccoli. Who knew that that was a thing, right? But
She said something about burgundy and olive green. She wore that for a very long time. What was that saying about her?
well, the olive green, again, it's a muted form of the heart chakra. Okay.
Mm,
So that would signify that, maybe a little bit more self love for oneself to brighten that up a little bit. And burgundy is kind of like on the indigo crown sort of thing. So if you're not connecting everywhere, it could be a problem. If you're only connecting in one spot, like if you're only connecting spiritually, then you're not connecting with yourself. So there would be this I am not on this planet feel.
mm,
Right? Burgundy can be a very hard color because it's very galactic, and galactics do not fare well on this planet. They just
right.
don't, right? Because it's easy to move into depression,
Absolutely.
right? And then
Absolutely.
what do doctors want to do? Just give you pills,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
When
Yeah.
you when you think about the human race 100 years ago, there was no such thing as cancer.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? There was no such thing as a lot of these diseases that we had. Because my daughter, she suffers from anorexia. That was unheard of 100 years ago or 200 years ago.
Hmm.
It is, I believe, it is a man-made manifestation of what people want to put on us on how we have to behave.
Or look.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Now, I mean, I don't look normal. Do you know what I'm saying? I walk up and down the street. This year it's blue hair. Last year it was orange. The year before that it was green, because that's the energy that I wanted to bring forward.
Hmm.
Right.
Or what if it is that you are the one that looks normal and everyone else just looks dark, right? But
Yeah, yeah,
trained to think that we're the, that
yeah. I mean,
what's right is not right, right? And
exactly.
I'm just so grateful for you, because one thing I do know is that when I'm elevating, my mindset is shifting. There probably was a time when I was like, what in the world? But I know where I want to go. I got some
Yeah.
things I'm trying to get rid of. I got some things that I want. And if I've been aligned to meet someone like Miss Sheila, who has a wealth of knowledge about just the human makeup, the human body, then I need to listen, right? I'm
Yeah.
trying to clean my gut. I'm trying to fast. What do I need to do um, after I fast, Miss Sheila? And I want to introduce some things back in my life. You said eat things that are related to the color,
Right.
right? Of mhm.
So what I would say for you, because you're really trying to get back into your authentic self, to your true self. So that would be orange. Okay. So now it doesn't mean that you have to wear an orange dress every day. Do you know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
if, say, you wanted to meditate, sit on an orange pillow,
Mm.
right? If you want to walk around the house, wear orange socks, because orange is the place of happiness. Orange is the happy color. So if
Mm-hmm.
we think about that, put a carnelian crystal in your bra.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? You don't have to make it so wild that everybody on the planet knows. It could be personal just for you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? Even having an orange duvet cover on your bed,
Mm-hmm.
because again, this is all about lifestyle and choice. That's what your energy plays upon, right? So
Absolutely.
when I am wanting to be my authentic self, I
Mm-hmm.
have an orange glass. I have actually glasses in all the different colors.
Mm-hmm.
So I would take water, take a big
Okay.
jug of water, put it outside, let the sun solarize that water for 15 minutes, which means that all the rays of the sun are in that water. I would then use my glass for the day and just use that water to solarize myself from the inside out,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Because it's all about your inner work.
Inner work. And
It's
I would say do that during your fast. If you know that you're gonna fast for real and drink
yeah,
water, drink that water.
yeah,
What she said do, do it that way. I was
yeah,
thinking about just buying a bunch of good water and putting some lemon in there if I could do that,
yeah.
and then good to go, you know. Um
Well, yeah, and you could use any citrus because remember, citrus energizes the brain. Okay, that's why we always have such a response to cleaning products that are orange and lemon.
mm,
Okay, because it stimulates the brain. So
mhm.
any water that has any kind of citrus in it, whether it's grapefruit, lemon, lime, orange, whatever, it will stimulate the brain and it will get to those energy centers.
Mm. Citrus.
Okay.
So guys,
Citrus. Oh
guys,
yeah.
your shopping list is citrus, um,
Yeah.
any color that relates to those, the rainbow. Buy foods that look
Yeah.
like the rainbow. Basically, your dinner plate when you do introduce foods back into your
Yeah.
diet should look like the rainbow, and then
Yeah.
different oils and
Yeah.
smells. Let me tell you, I don't care what nobody say. The aura and aroma is what I mean.
Yeah.
It's very important. I work from home on the computer a lot, but when I'm meeting, even when I meet with my clients online like this or in a class, I will get my spray. It's something about my sprays that helps me flow through the class, if that makes
Yes.
sense. When you smell something that smells good, and most of the time I have candles burning right beside me with a good aroma, even during that moment of interacting with people, because
Yes.
if it smells bad, you just cannot function. You just cannot function.
Well,
Right?
I'm just going to say every one of us has intuitive powers.
Yes.
Every one of us feels the energy of somebody else. Even walking down the street, I can feel you, you can feel me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So if we go with the premise that we all have gifts,
Hmm.
why not dig into those gifts and use them? I don't
Absolutely.
like you because you're being a pessimistic bugger and I can't take it, right? And I'm an optimistic person. That's two sides of yellow, right?
Uh,
Optimistic and pessimism. So I'm going to move away from you so I can be my authentic self, which is a happy person,
right. Absolutely.
right? And
Absolutely.
again, I will use lemon essential oil, whatever, because that makes me happy, right?
Right. Right.
That reinforces my true person. Like
Yeah.
if you used orange, that would reinforce your true person.
Yeah.
If somebody was a consummate caregiver, it would be something in the green, right? It would be eucalyptus or something like that, or lime.
Mhm.
That would improve their self.
Absolutely.
Right. So, yeah, Mother Nature has given us so many things:
Yeah.
crystals, essential oils, herbs, food, our clothing, our lifestyle choices. And you were talking about affirmations. So
Yes.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to email you I have words to live by. I
Okay.
have made a little sheet. So it's somebody that is optimal, and it's 5 words to put in affirmations. Then I
Okay.
have somebody that's under rotated and somebody that's over rotated,
Okay.
right? So just to give kind of a little snapshot of the describing words of those particular energies.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So I'm going to email that to you, and then you can use it to whichever way you want.
Oh, I appreciate you, Miss Sheila. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Miss Sheila RAADSHEILDERS is on Facebook, right?
Hmm.
She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram. You go ahead and type her store in your browser so that you can find the different sprays she mentioned and so much other things, guys. When you
Yeah.
start to really want to learn yourself and your body, you'll find everything you need right on her
Yeah.
store, right?
Yeah.
And
And
mhm,
I'm just going to say on my Instagram page, I got like over 1,000 videos
yep,
all about chakras, color, tips, all sorts of stuff.
yeah. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you want to start living a better quality of life, I suggest you listen to Sheila's stories,
Thank
her
you.
Instagrams, and go to her website and get those suggested products. It's not, she healed her daughter, she healed her cat,
Yeah.
with just
Yes.
natural, organic life tools that we have in our for
Well,
free sometimes.
the way that I see it, God, universe, source, gave me a partner in a wheelchair, gave me my children that have autism, learning disabilities, mental health issues, because I am their healer.
Yeah, and there's a saying that God will give you children because he trusts you with those children. He couldn't have given your children to me or someone else. He trusts that you were going to do what he needed you to do, got you right on
Yeah.
the path that you need to be on, and
Yeah.
put you in alignment with us tonight. So I'm
Yeah,
excited.
absolutely. Yes.
Now, how cool is that? Look how
Yes.
blessed we are.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I love that. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, again, find Miss Sheila on Instagram, on Facebook, and her website is tickering down at the bottom, guys. You can find me on Facebook as well. I also have about 4 or 5 products that I asked my spiritual counselor for in particular, just for the abundant woman empire, that will
Mhm.
also amplify certain things that you want to do when you're purging, when you're fasting, and it's called a prayer kit, and it is on my site as well at abundantwear.com. So you check it out. It's up to you what you want to do. You don't have to um, do it, but if you want to be productive, if you want to get answers to those things that you want, and manifest those things, and get them faster, I suggest you follow Sheila.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Right? Thank
Yes.
you again, Miss Sheila.
Oh, no.
Anything else you want us to know or that we should think about while we're on this fasting journey and this mindset shifting? Um,
Right.
mhm.
So let's remember we have to be gentle with ourselves, okay? And you have to really examine your expectations. Are they true to you, or did somebody else place them on you? Right? Because we're all pulling back these layers. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to put this out. I'm 56. Okay. I've got a lot of layers to me. It's not going to be an overnight fix. I'm going to have to work on myself for a while.
Yes,
And this is a good way to start, because you can do the program over and over again as many times as you need.
as you need to.
Absolutely.
I,
And
I,
oh,
Working on self is an everyday thing. You should never stop, right? You should never stop
absolutely.
eating each one of those chakras that you talked
Yeah.
about. We should
Yeah.
constantly be feeding our mind and our gut with good things, of course,
Yeah.
and whatever.
Yeah. Well, because here's the thing, when we actually think about what we want, is it something that came from within, or is it something that was placed upon us? Right. And once we figure out this is something that comes within, it makes it so much easier, because it's easy to say I want to be a millionaire, but society placed that on us
Mm-hmm.
to excel financially. But then you're basically suck at being a human.
Right.
So there's no two ways about it. So really examine while you're doing this course what you're doing, why you're doing it, what you want to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
And then use the tools that have been given to you, because these are fantastic. Your tools are fantastic. My tools are fantastic. Use them.
Use them.
Use them.
Absolutely, absolutely right. If we are going to go and buy something like a pack of cigarettes, or um, a bottle of alcohol, or whatever that's not good for us, we
Yeah.
should be really investing in good foods, or oils, or sprays that really help us balance out our lives, and probably will keep you from smoking or drinking or whatever, you
Yeah.
know.
Hey, there is something to be said for herbal tea. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Thank you again, Miss
Oh,
Sheila.
no. Thank you for having me on. I really enjoyed it. I was looking forward to this all day.
Me too, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm so excited, and of course, I'm going to book you again, guys. You can find her stuff there, but hit her up online, because she has services as well. Do you want to
Yep.
talk about those before you go? Because I have to book my package.
Well, a lot of it is aura related, right? So, and a lot of it is, let's find out about you and your personality and where your chakras are at, because even a little conversation, I can feel you,
Mhm.
right? Because I know that you're really in the deep reds, but again, got to pull your energy up higher,
Yeah,
so you're not heavy, you're lighter.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And so I do not mind having a conversation on how to make you lighter.
Okay, please do. 'Cause not only do I want to fast for my mind, I want to fast for some of this fat off of me.
Yes.
Yes, I'm ready. Yes.
Yeah.
Sheila, also, could you tell them about your other package with how some people are hurting, some people really need closure, and Sheila actually
Yes.
can help you tap into a realm where you can get some clarity from, is it
Yes.
loved one?
Yes. So what I do, because I am a medium in my own right. So with my biopulse or my aura machine, not only can I read you, but I can read people that have passed. Right. So that's some of the work I was doing up in the Okanagan, because there was a lot of seniors who are widows or widowers, and they wanted to move on, but they felt held back until
Mhm.
they saw their loved one on a screen all in color,
In
and they
color.
could see, oh my goodness, they're moving on. Or the reason why I hired a psychic and they couldn't find anything is because, right, stuff like that. When I need clarity, I bring my dad back,
Yeah.
right, because my dad has passed. He was always my number one fan. So
Mhm.
I would say, Dad, I want to bring you back. These are my ideas. If you give me an orange sign, I know that I'm on the right track.
Mhm.
If you give me, say, violet, I know that I'm on the wrong track.
Right.
So I would say, Dad, you're on the other side. You know these things. Tell me. And he would tell me.
Right. And see, her
Right.
way of interpreting it is through color, because she knows color,
Yeah.
she knows oral. So
Yeah.
what it does is it gives her biofeedback or color feedback, and she's
Yeah.
able to tell you what you need to know based on, the results.
Yeah.
So that's what that is. No one's sitting up here channeling the dead for, like
No,
that.
no, no,
Don't
no,
get
no, no.
scared,
It just,
you know.
because I read energy. That's what I
Right.
do.
It's
That's my
energy.
gift.
Yeah.
right? God gave me this gift, regardless of what anybody says.
Right,
God, universe,
right,
source gave me this gift. Like they
right.
gave you gifts. Do you know they gave your daughter gifts, right?
Mm.
Because she's an indigo child, right? So when she grows up, she's gonna be exponentially different. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and that's something that is unique and fascinating about us,
Yeah,
right? And I think her future is bright as hell.
definitely. Both
Yes.
of them. They're both the same month, girl.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Imagine two of them in here.
Yeah. Well, I think, well, again, as a red person having indigo kids, it kind
Yeah.
of makes sense, right? It does. It does. Yes.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you took notes. Remember your letter. If you're really trying to catch
Yes.
up, you have your letter to your future self, which is going
I
to
do. I did that. I
you
did.
did
I did.
awesome,
Yes.
awesome, right?
Yes.
Then you had to make images based on what it is that you want, and we said you could use AI to make those images. That's number
Yes.
2. Once you have the images are your goals, right?
Right.
The images are those things that you want. They are your goals. Okay. Now you have to write 7 to 10 affirmations or prayers that line up with you accomplishing those goals, those images,
Right.
and you need to see it every day, right? Now, today we're at the point where we need to amplify and really get to it and really put some productivity behind that thing.
Yeah.
And what you need to do is fast and pray. The prayer are your affirmations.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And if you want to really, really go through some deep healing, again, go to radcrystals.com and abundantwear.com. Check out my prayer kit and check out the other products that Miss Sheila has. Find
Yes.
Sheila on Facebook and book a call because she has other services that will really change your life. Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow for day 4.
Yes.
It is getting real, okay?
Okay.
And hopefully when I come back tomorrow, I can say that I did not eat nothing. All right. We're going to do this thing. Let's do it.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Miss
Absolutely.
Sheila.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm on a righteous path, face my fears, ain't no running. Been through obstacles, but my past really nothing. Blessed to have a mother that was strong when I wasn't. Her guidance brought me closer to the Father than no other. Hope you love yours, cause it's beauty in the woman. The beauty of a baby getting strength from her stomach. Melanated skin, you were chosen as a goddess. It's really something special about the daughters of Mount Zion. I see the tree of life in a natural black fro, like she could rule the world with the essence of a soul. Wisdom is a woman, please don't let me lose control. Balance on my actions, always keep my spirit whole. Ambition of a lamb, but I'll never be a martyr. I'll only speak the truth, put the candle to the fire. Hold up, secret recipe, I was made in God's image. Like we all kings and queens, I'ma shine when I finish. I wasn't perfect then, but I'm coming back reloaded. They tryna cop my style, cause they see I got that motion. Haters gon' hate when you flowing like the ocean. Auntie told me rise, only focus on the moment. You gotta keep it real, it don't matter if they notice. I higher got your back, and I promise that you chosen. Yeah.